Welcome back to another video. Here we are preparing for lambing. Here's what's coming up today.
Oh!
Woo!
The roof is flying up. Some mighty progress at the house.
And he said, I broke the window, he said. So I said to him, on to a guard, there was supposed to be the man to do no harm. Oh,
What have you done, boys?
to hell with you, Joe. I will not send so simple. Here he is, getting ready for lambing. They're expected to start lambing towards the end of the week. So here, a small number of them first and a big number then in a week after. But he's getting the pins ready. See, the big change since the time when I was lambing. I had only small little house sheens and a few pallets of timber to put around the sheep, and I'd lay them out right away.
I suppose that's because you were too many to buy any enough.
That's what was going to be doing. That was what was going on at the time. Lay them out after a couple of days.
Was the weather as bad as it was last year?
Well, if we got right bad weather, it wouldn't be
But you want the
best.
weather bad last year, the worst ever. Hailstone and everything, rain nearly every day.
Yeah, but it might be good this year now after all the bad weather.
You're saying that
There's
now?
a chance this year that'll be very good.
You're saying that now the last couple months, and it's raining still now the last 6 months.
Yes, but it'll have to stop. I'm going spreading a few bags of burine on places that I can't travel with the quad, rocky places, because I'll be spreading with the quad in the next couple of days. So these are places that you couldn't take the quad into, green ground, so I'll spread them by hand.
How long have you been spreading fertiliser by hand?
All my life.
Since what age you started it?
Well, I suppose about 15 or 16 or 17.
And was your father doing the same?
There wasn't spread much manure that time.
And why did you take
Couple
it
of
by
bags.
yourself?
Well, people started spreading manure, everyone started spreading manure then.
What was the name of the fertiliser?
10-10-20 first, and then in 18-6-12.
What you were saying earlier there, you were able to hold up the 50 kg bag in one hand and spread out of it by hand.
Well, that was one time, 40 years ago. It's the bag under my arm like that and spread away bits off the top of it first.
50 kg bag?
Yeah.
That's an awful weight. Cullum, you said you were going to feel strong now. We'll see the old Cullum be able to lift the 50 kg bag out onto the front of the quad now. Run away, Cullum.
Well,
This is a test we go.
No,
The one inside, look.
No.
The one inside, get a new one.
Get the one after.
Put it up in the front
Well,
here,
but things are away here. What do I take these things? He'll never.
This stuck.
Till far on the ground for that.
He'll never manage it.
Come on, here,
Oh!
Woo!
Jeez, I thought he'd fall down.
Result. I thought it was he lifted. No.
What is it?
It's an awful cold weather. Man would hardly work at all. Cold and wet.
I was trying to say we're 3 weeks behind lower levels up here.
I'd say up here we're high up. Man would don't work as easy as it does at sea level. It'd be that bit slower in the spring.
So to waste time spreading it a bit.
Well, I wouldn't say
too
it's a
soon.
waste of time, but it wouldn't work as good.
The daffodils here, they were sprouted in Kilgarvan village there nearly a month ago, and they're only started to sprout here now. So that's a pure sign, isn't it?
Yeah.
Off he goes now. 2 bags up. Also, as well, prior to lambing, the last few years, we've had to come up along the top of this sheep shed here and seal it up. You see, we've painted on waterproof paint previous years. Our intention this year is to extend the roof out over this now. So we're on about getting the clear sheeting, but we didn't have time now before lambing. So hopefully some stage now this year, you can see the depari now below, but hopefully some stage now this year we'll be able to sheet over the whole lot of it. We just ran out of time there now before lambing, like I said, but yeah, I won't miss going along with silicone here now and sealing up all these holes, because the sheeting is gone absolutely rotten. So yeah, some pain. So yeah, it's actually a grand mild day now today. It's one of the only dry days I had a chance to come up here and seal it. Every other day the roof was wet, but hopefully now we'll get it good and sealed, because we want the sheep house to be good and dry. So a lovely dirty job now over the next few days. So we're cleaning out the entire shed here now. So in this shed here we lamb all the ewes. So we fit probably a couple of hundred in here at a time, and the ewes lamb in the slats. And once they lamb, they come over here. So we just have a few pins here. There's 8 pins here, and we put all our lambing supplies. We've it all clean there now at the moment, but we'll be stacking that up with iodine, aqualam, just all calcium, everything for the ewes. So we've 8 pins here, and then 2 years ago we built on an extension here. So this is the old silage pit. So we just cut out concrete and come down here then with your lambs, and we're in the process now of building pins here now. So we're going to fill up this entire shed here now with about 50 pins, and we'll have more in the shed below. So we have hay rack here, and we'll have a bucket for water and a bit of feed as well. So it's a handy enough setup. Like, we were lost without this a couple of years ago. Since we had this now, especially with the bad weather the last couple of years, it's been a great addition to us. So we straw bed all these pins, and if the lambs are strong enough after a day, they'll be let out. And if they're a bit weak, we'll bring them down into the next shed here. So we call this the cow shed. So if you want to come down here. So yeah, this is our cow shed now, we call it, where we would have all our suckler cows through the years. So we haven't converted into a sheep shed, but during lambing time, we straw bed the entire shed. So this is where the calves just go before. So we've divided this up into 15 pins. There's 15 on the inside here, and there's also 15 on the outside. So they're all straw bedded. There's a 4-inch pipe going all the way along for water, so all the ewes can drink out of it at the same time. So there's obviously 4 pins here as well. These are all straw bedded. The sheep's legs and lambs will obviously go down through this, so we pack that well with straw, and it stays pretty dry as well with us, and the sheep can drink out of the water tracks. So also here in the front as well, if you want to look over here, this is the feed passage. We straw this entire area, and we divide this up into 4 as well. And at the moment, we have drilled on some water tracks. So we water tracks drilled on there, same as here. So the 2 pins can drink out of that. Compared to last year, we had buckets here, and actually 2 weak lambs fell into the buckets of water and they drowned. So we want to get rid of the buckets of water. And also the ewes, when you go in to catch the lambs, the ewes would knock over the water. So it's just a cleaner job having the tracks here, water tracks. So it's divided up into 4. We usually put twins down here. So we'd have maybe 3 twins down there, maybe another 3 here. And we might have some weak singles. Usually the singles get let out fairly soon unless there's something wrong with them. Lift it up slightly so I can slide that in. So we're carrying out the first bit of hay now. We're driving the rams out, and we're carrying down hay to them. Lift it up high, sir. Right hit 466 on road again. So we're just driving the rams down now with the mule ewe lambs. So they're going to be getting the hay now and a very light bit of nuts. Lie down, lie down. So Buddy's just getting used to commands now. He's getting good enough. I know he's still very young. Walk on, buddy, walk on. Shh. Lie down, buddy, lie down. Yeah, he's still not nearly listening, but he's not doing too bad. Come on, buddy, walk on again. Walk on, buddy. Lie down, buddy. Lie down. Good dog. Walk on, buddy. Walk on, come on. Right, lie down. Good dog, buddy. So we're trying to get him on the commands now as much as we can now, but he's still a puppy, so they tend to not listen that much. Lie down, lie down. Good dog, stay. Up. Sally, up. Buddy, come on. That'll do, up. Oh, jeez, don't come in the window to me. Up, buddy. Good doggy. Well done, buddy. Come on, take it off quicker, come on. Isn't this shite gone? Easy now, don't put off all the hay now till I'll fall on the ground. We'll keep walking with it. Right. Right, so we've the hay out there now. The rams are out now for the first time now in a long time. So they're on kind of rougher, kind of a hill here. So we have it in a stony area, so it won't dig up too much now with all the wet ground. And we've the mule ewe lambs with them as well. So we don't want to overfeed them, so what we'll be probably giving them is hay and maybe a small bit of ration with oats through it, so that the lambs inside them won't be getting too big at all. But yeah, that'll keep them going away. It's actually the first time the muley lambs are introduced to hay, so you can see here they're fairly slow going down to it, even though there's a few of them going down there now. So once a few of them get used to there, they'll eat away mad. Well, they'll have no choice because there's nothing else to eat now in this place. There's only rock, and any grass is just driven through the ground from the height of them walking over it now. But
before I started running, I played a small bit of hurling, and one year we won the county on the juvenile hurling championship, joined up with Kinmare. We were called the Roopty Rangers. And the following year, 1968, we won in 67. Player Wills, they're sponsored to take a team to Dublin, the Kerry champions, to the All-Ireland, and to keep them above in Dublin the night before. So we won in 67, but the final of 68 wasn't finished. So we were nominated by the county board to go. So we headed off on the Saturday in September 1968 with a big coach, all the team, subs and a few mentors. And we stayed in O'Mara's Hotel in Nina the night before. And we were out, there was a carnival on in Nina, and we had a great crack around the town. So Sunday morning, we headed off for Dublin in the coach. We were taken into the Player Wills, they were a cigarette company canteen, and they gave us a meal. And we were carried off to Croke Park, Hogan stand tickets and all. To the senior final, to the great final, it was won by Wexford. They came from behind to beat Tipperary. But the man, the match, I thought that day was a Tipperary man, Mick Roach. But to make it better for Wexford, they also won the minor final. They beat Cork in the minor final. So when the match was over, we were carried back again to the canteen of Player Wills, where we were served another meal. And it was after dark when we headed home for Kerry. And we were coming along and we were getting very sleepy in the bus. And coming down around Abbeyfield or that direction, nearly into Kerry, there was an awful bang. A window of the bus was blown open.
a window?
So no one, the bus driver, who was a Kilgarvan man, Tom Randalls, he was driving for CIE, he ordered everyone out of the bus. And he wanted to know who broke the window. No one admitted to breaking the window. And he was getting fierce cross. But one of the officials, Dennis P. O'Sullivan, said that the club they'd get the money anyway to pay for the window. So we headed off. That was 1968, and we went home. So people were wondering who broke the window. But I was in Kinmare. It was not me. I was in Kinmare. Kinmare met about a year and a half ago, and I was talking to a player, an old friend. And he said, I broke the window, he said. So I said to him, wasn't to a guard, there was supposed to be a man to do no harm. Oh, he said, it was by accident, my legs, we were falling asleep, and my legs, I pushed them out through the window. So the fact that he was a guard doesn't tell anyone who he was, because 4 members of that team later became guards. And that's a true story now.
They'll cut it down to 4 people, so. So yeah, fitting these tracks here now. So we just turn on the water there now. There's just a bit of dirt in there now off the drill and stuff, but this will be a lot handier now than having buckets along here now. So we just plumbed up into the old pipe work there, and seems to be working a treat. So like the timber is getting worn over the years from the height of washing it down and all the sheep going through it. So we have to put timbers in where the slats get a bit wider, because the sheep get their legs stuck in it and they end up breaking their leg or hurting their leg severely. So we just need to go over and screw down a few timbers there. So with the plastic slats, they're a great job. Like, there's none of this, and they stay pretty clean. But also as well, when the lambs are born, they can walk away, they don't get stuck. Whereas when the lambs are born in the timber slats here, their legs, all 4 legs, get stuck. They go down and they can't walk. So it's a pretty bad start in life when you try your best to make the first few steps and the 4 legs go down. So eventually we'll be replacing the whole shed with plastic slats. But maybe that's next year's problem now. But it won't be this year now. But we've someone here 24/7 anyway, always on eyes on them, so we're lucky enough that way. But if there wasn't someone here like that, the lambs would be stuck in the slats there for hours. But there's someone here always. But the plan will be to put plastic slats in eventually for the entire shed to make things a lot easier. As well, the good thing about slats is no bedding. Like, bedding is a lot of work. We does the bedding in the pins, the lambing pins, but there's a lot of labour in the bedding, and obviously cleaning out is the worst after. So yeah, I'm still setting up the pins there. Hopefully they'll be set up now in the next day or two as well, before we bring the closest lambers into lamb. Slavey away here now, boy. Niall, show your face there, Niall, boy. How are you getting on, Niall? Are you enjoying the Kerry life?
The Cork's way better.
Isn't it? You can be sure Cork is not better. So we're getting ready now for lambing the next few days, but we're trying to get the roof finished off here now. So John Hurley's down with his crew there, apprentices down from Cork. So I trained under John Hurley as a carpenter. So Niall is an apprentice now for him, so brings back old times. So yeah, I did my apprenticeship in Cork as a carpenter for 5 years, and it's great to go back working with John again for a few weeks. So I rented this teleporter also from Wharton's in Farranfore, and we needed here to obviously to lift up some blocks, and we're throwing up some timber, and we'll be using for the slate. But there's also a few jobs above in the farm as well we're going to use it for as well. So yeah, the loader's here handy now, so we're taking off all these timber battens for the roof. We're going latting and felted now over the next few days. The block layers are nearly finished. They've only 2 more small gables to do, and yeah, we're flying it. So mighty progress of the house. So the majority of the roof is nearly up now. We've just finished off some of the gables. The block layers have finished off 2 other gables around the back there, and they've these 2 here, the small one and the big one. But next up now is fitting on the last of the sills and a few more bits around the roof there, around the valleys. They're a bit slower, and then hopefully we'll be ready for latting and felting. But the loader is a mighty help now, just there over the next few days. And we're getting hay there now delivered soon, and this morning, so I'm going to carry that up now and load off all the hay. But things are moving along quickly, so it's great to get the dormers and everything. You can see there's Veluxes in the sunroom here now. So yeah, fierce happy with progress, and we'll nearly have it all sealed up now before the real busy time of lambing kicks off. So delighted. So that's it for another video. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you for the next one. What have you done, boys?
To hell with you, Joe.